Welcome back to vSphere Upgrade, the Inside Track. I'm Kev Johnson.
And I'm David Stamen.
In this episode, we're going to be talking about upgrading your storage and your networking. So we now have this new version of the virtual machine file system, VMFS 6. Now, in order to be able to connect to this and use this, your hosts must all be at a minimum of version 6.5, so 6.5 and above. The main benefit to VMFS 6 is that we've got this automatic space reclamation. So this is super cool if you're doing thin provision storage, that kind of thing.
I remember when I was an admin, I was always like, hey, did you run Nmap? Or like, we're running out of full. What happened to all this space that's actually not being used? So having that run automatically is great.
But it's important to understand, this is not an automated, the upgrade process is not like going from VMFS 3 to 5. So it's not a right-click upgrade. You've got to deploy a brand new data store, and brand new loan or whatever. You then create your data store on there, VMFS 6, and you have to move your workloads to that.
Well, that's easy. It's safer because if you have any issues, you just store it in the back.
It's true. There's also some other things. We've got Power CLI to help you if you're doing that at scale as well. So that's super cool. The other change was around the snapshots. So by default, all snapshots are SE sparse. So again, storage efficiencies.
That's really important. But one thing we also sometimes think about is, well, we have a lot of customers running vSAN. They may not be using VMFS, right? And so we have a really great way to make sure that you are updating your version of vSAN. So you just go into the disk management, you run some pre-checks, make sure all your hosts are at the right version, and you do upgrade. Kind of move stuff around. So it's really great. And that's really where a lot of features are enabled on vSAN.
And you need to have all of your hosts have to be upgraded in the cluster for that,
And they do. And so when you run the pre-upgrade checks, we're going to tell you if there's anything that's going to stop that disk version from being upgraded.
Awesome.
So also when we think about the vSphere distributed switch, right, is in vSphere 6.7, it's actually called 6.6. And we do that a couple times, and there's nothing to worry about. We didn't misname it. But there's a lot of features. In 6.6, we enabled Mac learning. 6.5, we did port mirroring enhancements. 6.0, we did a lot of stuff with network I/O control. So it's very important that when you think about upgrading your virtual distributed switch, you actually do that to make sure you're going to have upgrades, because sometimes we might have had, say, like an older vCenter we've upgraded over time. And we need to make sure that if say our vCenters are on 6.5 or 6.7, the VDS could possibly still be on 5.5. So we want to make sure that we're upgrading that to at least 6.0 or greater when we're planning our upgrade.
Definitely. And that's, on that note, that's pretty much all we've got time for now. So please join us in the next episode where we'll be talking about post-upgrade considerations. For more information in the meantime, please visit vspherecentral.vmware.com. Thanks.